Hi guys. So I recently just got this question. A friend emailed me, and he said, "Shaquan, I have a friend who just came out and told me that he's gay. How do I deal with this? Like, what do I say to him? How do I go forward um, in dealing with him?" Now this friend, he is in the church. Um, he's a musician. I don't know what his friend does. I don't think I know his friend. And so it shocks me because it's like the second and third question within a year that I've gotten like that. And I looked at him and said, he's still your friend. You deal with him with how you would deal with anyone coming to you telling you something that is personal to them and sincere and deep to them. Like they're trusting you with that information. And so, like I say, he's your friend. You deal with him like he's your friend still. He hasn't changed. He just told you a part of his life that probably not a lot of people know, that only a certain group of people know about him. And it shocks me because we all have those things that we don't want to get out. We all have those things that we keep hidden until we decide to finally let it go because we want to see how people are going to react to it. Are you going to change? Are you going to go away? Like, what are you going to do once I give you that piece of information? And I said, here's the thing you don't want to do because you both are in the church. You're in the ministry. I'm assuming he's in the ministry, right? Let's say he's in the ministry. I don't know. Let's assume. Once that gets out that he's gay, that he's homosexual, we already know what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to come at him and say, you're wrong. You believe in God. You can't be homosexual. It's an abomination. It's this, that, and that. Boom, 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 boom. He knows that. He already knows that. So he picked you specifically to talk to tell you, hey, I'm gay. And I want to keep being your friend, but I don't want you to treat me any differently. That's why he told you. Because he felt that you were mature enough to handle his secret. He felt like that. He trusts you. And so, like I told him, I said, instead of trying to condemn him or save him or deliver him, don't do any of that. Still be his friend. Talk to him. Talk to him. Find out the root or where it started. How did it happen? What happened for him to say, I'm gay? How did he pursue the homosexual lifestyle? Did he try to change it? Did he want to change it? Figure him out. Figure it out. Help him figure it out. Where did it start? Why do I like the same sex? And then once you figure it out, y'all talk. It's not going to be just one conversation in one setting. It's going to take time. You still treat him like your boy. You still treat him like your friend. You still treat him the same. You don't want to treat him differently because I guarantee you that there are so many people, like he knows, like people know when something's a sin. Okay, people know when they're doing wrong, but for some people in their mind, what they're doing is not wrong. It's not even a sin to them. It's just their lifestyle. It's their lifestyle. It's an attraction that they cannot help. Like that is what they are attracted to. You hear so many stories of how some people have tried to change what they like and it doesn't happen. People have tried to deliver them and it doesn't happen. But for the church, I'm like, okay, we see these cases where, okay, we tried to deliver you, we tried to pray for you, now we're going to kick you out. Like it happens a lot. Or we're only going to use you for certain ministries because you're gay or because you're homosexual, you can only be in certain ministries. We're going to still talk about you when we talk about homosexuality in a sermon or in the church and try to turn you from it that way. Like we're gonna like kind of talk to your spirit, kind of embarrass you, humiliate you, put you out that way. You see what I mean? So he's gonna get it from all angles, and he knows that. But people know when they're in sin, so there's nothing that you can really do. You don't want to be like those other people who are gonna come at him that way. You want to kind of be truthful with him and say, hey, you know what? Let's just sit down and talk. We used to be boys. But here's the big thing. It's going to come down to whether you accept his lifestyle or not. You can still accept him as a friend. But it's going to be when it comes to his homosexual lifestyle being flaunted in front of you. or being shown in front of you, what you do is going to be important to your friendship. Because you can say I'm cool with it, but when it's in your face, it's going to show whether you have a problem with it or not. So that's the thing. So the advice I gave was to still be his friend and speak to him as a friend. Come from him as a living person and try to figure him out. Figure it out. Figure how that happened. How did you miss it? How did you not see it? Obviously, he didn't want you to see it because he hid it. But then, figure out if y'all are such a good friends, why did he hide it? But at the same time, thank him for, him trusting you for that, with that piece of information. I know a few homosexual people, and I still treat them the same. I don't treat them any different. They're people. At the end of the day, they're people at the end of the day. If you're not causing my family harm, I'm cool with you. What you do in your bedroom is your business. As long as you're not like flaunting what you're doing sexually like in front of me, I'm fine with that. I'm okay. Yeah, you can kiss, do whatever. PDA, that's fine. That's not my business. Because I'm married, so of course I'm gonna show PDA to my in front of my friends and stuff like that, because that's a natural thing to do. As long as I'm not trying to top of my husband in front of other people, But as long as you are respectful, you understand my belief, you understand that I'll be okay with you, that is fine. But it's up to me whether I accept a person's lifestyle or not, and it should be that way for other people. Once you find out something about that person, that could be anything besides homosexuality. Once you find out certain things about that people, it's going to be how you treat them. If you say, okay, I'm cool with it, it's going to be how you treat them in your actions. If you're cool, you have to be cool with it. You have to act accordingly. You do. You have to act accordingly. You can't say one thing but do another. You can't say one thing and your actions are opposite. You can't do that. Here's what I want to hit on right now, right quick. For people who are in the church and you find out people are homosexual, and especially if you're in ministry, the first thing you should not do is try to deliver someone. You should not try to do that off the bat. If you're going to pray for them, pray quietly. Don't try to get them up to that altar. Don't do that. Don't pressure them into that altar. Do not do that. That's like one of the worst things people could do, and I've seen it happen time and time again. That should never be the first thing you do or go to. That's like, for some people from some churches, that's like, okay, you're gay, you're homosexual, you do this, you do that, altar delivered, you should be free to go. And if it don't work, if it didn't happen, there's something wrong with you. No, because then you put the pressure on that person, and that person may not be ready in their time to do that. And that's probably why it doesn't work most of the time. You gotta talk to people. You gotta find out the roots to what's going on. You gotta find out, how can I help that person? You can't help people without a conversation. You can't help people without knowing how the issues start. You can't. You can't. That's like, say for example, my husband is abusive to me. He's not. Let's say he's abusive to me. I go to my pastor or something, or a pastor, and say, okay, I need help. Or I go to a counselor, therapist, or whatever, say, okay, I need help. My husband hit me. They're not just gonna look at him and say, don't hit her again, and go, and you're on your way. They're not gonna say, we're gonna pray for him and then you're on your way. No. Why did he hit you, and what's the root of his issue? Why does he think it's okay to hit women? Let's find out that issue. And then if you're staying, why are you staying with an abusive person? That's the next issue. Did you see somebody get abused? Did he see somebody get abused? Who abused him? Who abused you? So it's almost like that. I'm not comparing homosexuality and abuse. I'm not. I'm just saying this is how you get to the root of the issues. You have to figure out where they start, where they come from. But that was just my advice to my friend. Just you keep being his friend. You talk to him. Don't condemn him like other people are doing. Don't do that. Don't shut him down like other people are doing that. Don't throw this in his face like other people are doing. Don't do that, because they know. They know. It's like you're telling a professional mathematician what 2 + 2 is, and he gonna look at you like you crazy, like, fool, I already know the answer. You see what I mean? So I just want you guys to think about that. It's just how, I know it's a touchy subject. I understand, and I know that we know what the Bible says. We know that. But it's all about how you treat people. You gotta treat people with love. You can't sit there and judge those people. You can't. Because just like that was a secret for him, other people got secrets too. They do.